The brave first responders at the front lines of this fight. For that, we're joined by Lyndsey Lantz of the Los Angeles Fire Department. Thank you so much for joining us. First off, just want to start by asking how you and your firefighters are holding up.
Hey, Lindsay, thanks for having me on. We're doing okay. Everyone's tired. You know, these first few days, especially getting everything organized, getting assignments out, figuring out where the fire is, where it's going, how the weather is changing, how the fire is creating new weather. These are the most important and most difficult hours. So it's one step at a time. It's 1 hour at a time. And we're all just working together as best we can.
We keep hearing people use the term apocalyptic, and just put this in perspective for us with regard to the superlatives of it all. Have you ever experienced a fire like this before in LA?
You know, Lindsay, it's we've been as a public information officer, I've been all over the city just today, and this fire is reaching parts of the city that are seemingly unconnected to this area, the Palisades, on any other given day here in Southern California. Downtown is just brown. The air is dirty and sooty, and your eyes burn wherever you are. Apocalyptic is not an exaggeration. We're all connected. These winds are touching everyone today. And I know that the evacuations and the homes lost are touching everyone. If you live in the city of LA and don't know someone that has lost their home, it's a bit of a miracle right now.
There are some people who've said, you know, the city should have been more prepared. Was there any way that you could be better prepared for this?
You know, it's tough. We have a limited number of firefighters. We have a limited number of boots on the ground. We have a limited number of resources always. That's always going to be a finite number. And a lot of us are up here. We also still have our coworkers back in the city responding to 911 calls, threefold up yesterday from our normal call volume. And that's in addition to the firefight here. There have been budget cuts. We are struggling against staffing and, you know, finances. That's always the case. And we press on. You know, this is what we're trained for. This is what we've committed to. And we just keep doing our best.
With the wind conditions where they are, how much air support were you able to get today?
You know, we were able to bring back the air support. Everything was grounded around 7:30 last night. So our acreage totals, our water drops, all of that stopped overnight. We have been able to get copters back up in the air tonight. We've been able to get, or today, I'm sorry. We have been able to get our assessment aircraft back up in the air, look at the fire, to wrap our brains around it and make plans using that aerial reconnaissance. So the winds they're dying down. They still are bad, like Jacqueline was saying. The ember cast is still significant. Things are catching on fire that you just don't expect. It's still unpredictable, but we are moving slowly toward better wind conditions. Tomorrow afternoon, we expect the red flag warning to be discontinued and to really start being able to fight the fire rather than to just try to outrun it.
Yeah, well, that is at least good news, but our hearts continue to be with you. Lyndsey Lantz, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Lindsay. My pleasure.